So my plan had been to combine new supplies, new purchases with my old purchases, and kind of gather together a basket and to work with from the month, to create with as many projects as I can. Mostly it would be cards and things to that effect, just because I'm not usually in my traditional scrapbooking and Project Life. Well, Project Life I'm more up to date, but I'm kind of all over the place. So I wouldn't necessarily be scrapbooking Valentine's Day in February. However, if it strikes my fancy, I very well could be. I don't scrapbook in order. My books are chronological, but I scrapbook whatever. My method tends to be, I'm usually working front to back, so I'm scrapbooking January 2014, and I'm as far behind as I think 2011. So, and then I'm working wherever I am. I think it's June 2011, in the hopes that we would at some point meet. So you might see some of this in a 12 by 12 page, and you definitely could see some of it in Project Life, but more likely you're going to see it in cards. So as I was saying, I really hemmed and hawed on even showing it because it's very, very Valentine-y, and by the time this gets posted, Valentine's could be gone. But I'm still going to work with it, and I'm going to use it for maybe Valentine's cards, and maybe they won't go out this year. Maybe they'll go out next year. And maybe I'll make birthday cards that are in the same color families of what I've chosen. So I don't know, but nonetheless, I'm going to share it, because if I don't share it, there'll always be a reason why I shouldn't share it, why I shouldn't film this, why, you know. So I'm just going to jump in, and maybe this will go nowhere, but I'm doing it. So this is going to be a really long video because I can't stop talking, but I'm going to start with the 12 by 12 paper. Again, it's a mix of old and new. I'm going to try to go quickly through it because you've probably seen it all. This is this is last year's collection from Bo Bunny, and it's the cut apart paper. This is new this year from Crate Paper. They're Love Notes. I really love how they've worked the cassette tapes in, because I think we all can relate to making mixtapes. The heart chalkboard. This is my favorite heart related paper to come out this year, or in many years I think. Oh, actually I take that back, because Maggie Holmes' heart paper did me in, but this is a close second. Again with the cassette tapes. Just some great chevrons. Another great chevron. Hope I'm not making you sick. Can't go wrong with X's and O's. I loved this. It's from Pebbles, and it's the love ticket, and I thought that would be fun to even use on the front of a card, or again, you might see this in Project Life. This is just some tone on tone aqua. That's also by Pebbles. This is from Dear Lizzie, the Polka Dot Party, Delectable Desserts. It's the Heart Vellum, which I love. This I pulled from my stash just because I like the gray and white polka dots, and I think how it works with the reds and pinks. And it's from Studio Calico's Storytime collection. And this is a really old one. This is from Jelly Bean Soup. I would say it's about four years old. Beef hearty barley, and I'm definitely gonna make a card with that one, and there's probably a few others. My kids and I are really into playing tic-tac-toe, so that might be a fun one. This is from Fancy Pants, Love Note. Another one from Fancy Pants. This is from Bella Boulevard. It's Kiss Me. It's the border sheet. Great bright colors always from Bella Boulevard. And the sticker sheet. Oh, another one for, a couple more from Bo Bunny, I guess. This is the crossword puzzle. And the keys and locks. And so that's what I pulled for 12 by 12 paper. just really trying to dig through my enormous stash of 12 by 12 paper. Now for the bucket of fun. I'm just going to show you kind of what it looks like and then we can go through it. But I just pulled a bucket and I just went through my entire basket, my entire room, and filled a basket of things that I thought I would like to use in relation to my projects this month that worked with some of the new goodies I bought and some oldies that I haven't got to use yet. Okay, so the first thing from my bucket of goodness, I think that's a good name for that bucket, is the paper pads. And this is a very brand new one, and I don't usually buy this one, but I was completely enabled by Craft and Kate. She did a card series, I think 15 cards in 15 minutes or something, and the cards were the most adorable cards, and she used a lot from the Martha Stewart line. And I basically went out, and I don't usually buy Martha Stewart anymore. I kind of got burnt out on her stuff, but I went out and bought almost everything that Craft and Kate showed in that video so that I could replicate some of those cards because they were so adorable. So I got this. It's not a 6 by 5. It's just like a 6 by 4 or something, maybe a little bit bigger, but it's very cute. For me, it's very much, you know, what my style was maybe 4 years ago. But there is some in it, and like I said, I want to just be able to duplicate what Kate did, so that's why I got that one. This is by Authentique, and I got it because it was like the first Valentine book to come out, and I was excited to see Valentine's out, but Authentique has really been missing it for me lately, and I think I might regret this purchase. But we'll see. I really like those arrows, so there's always a couple. Those hearts are cute, but I'll try to make it work for a couple. This is Kiss and Tell by My Mind's Eye, and usually My Mind's Eye knocks it out of the park for me. So I haven't even opened this. So this is a new one, so I will show this one a little bit more, just in case you haven't seen this one. But oh, I love that stripe. I often will find that I like the B-sides better than the A-sides. It's a really pretty wood grain. I like that tone on tone there. I like the polka dot. So yeah, this is cute. So then it just repeats, so that's okay. Speaking of My Mind's Eye, this is Love Me, and it's from a couple years ago, and I think I've had like 3 of them, and I have really used them a good amount. So I don't know if I'm going to really, and I had the 12 by 12 collection, so I don't know if I'm going to really be able to find much more inspiration from this one, but we'll see. It's one of my all-time favorites. This is Crepe Paper 14. It's last year's Valentine's collection, and I didn't even touch it. So I'm excited to use this one up. There are some, like that one, I'm dying to use. I love that gray with the kisses and hugs, and there's just some in here that I know I will be able to use. So I'm kind of excited about that. Not really sure how that plays into Valentine's Day, but let's see. This is Echo Park, A Love Story. And I don't even remember opening this one, but oh, that's really, so wow. Yeah, so I'm guessing this is where my love affair with Echo Park started to end. For a while there, if it had Echo Park's name on it, I bought it because I was so obsessed with them, and this is where it kind of started to turn downhill for me, I think, because there's really very few things I would use in this packet. So that's kind of a bummer, but we'll see. This is the Yours Truly by Echo Park, and I seem to remember the same problem with this one, and judging by that one, it's just very red and just not too many big bold prints, but yeah, I don't know, so we'll have to see about that one. This is the Love Note by Fancy Pants, and I did show some 12 by 12s of this one, so chances are I'm gonna like some of them. Some of them. So, oh, I like that annual kissing booth this way, so that's cute. So yeah, I'll probably use some of those. Again, those are maybe a year or two old. This is really old. This is basic gray kissing booth, probably 2 years old, 3 years old. But I do remember loving this, and I remember using the 12 by 12 a lot, so I like that. So I will probably put this to use and try to get that down. Let's see, this is American Crafts with Love, and if I remember correctly, this is the one that was released, and I think only Target had it last year, and it's a great pad. I think it's great for Valentine's Day, but I also, as I was saying earlier, how I'm gonna probably make other cards, you know, birthday cards or whatever, and I just think like that's perfect. And these blues and pinks, just to have cards on hand. My kids are invited to a million birthdays, or so it seems. So I think I'll have fun with that, and I like how they mix the craft in too, so that will be good. So that is the 6x6 pads, and then next up we have some washi, and I didn't put all the washi that would be applicable because I'm trying to make it so that I actually use it and I'm not feeling overwhelmed by everything that I have, because sometimes that just becomes just that, overwhelming. So I did get some new washi this year. This was new washi from Michaels, and it's like a 3-pack, and it's not the typical width, it's a little bit skinnier. So I got that, and then I believe this was new, as well as this, and I think everything else I had in my stash. So this grid with the love and the hearts, and I'm not sure, and I'm videoing with my iPhone and I've never done it, and so I'm not sure how this is going to go, but oh, actually these are new too, so I lied. This is a new one from oh, who's this by? These three, I think. Trendy tape. I can't really think of them, but I just got those, so those are new. Then I pulled in some black, another heart one, kind of a purpley pink one, and those are repeats of the Michaels that I'd already opened. So there's the washi. So the next thing in my bucket of goodness is some stamps and dies, and I don't know what else. So I got these from the dollar spot at Michael's, and again, completely, I never buy these, never. And again, I went there because of Crafting Kate, and I didn't get quite the same. I think she got this one. I'm not sure if she got that one. And I don't know if they didn't have what she had, or if I couldn't remember, but these are the ones that I ended up liking. I didn't love all of them, and even though I know she used a couple different ones, I didn't have to completely copy her. So I got those. And then I got, or I've had this actually, and I'm pretty sure it's never been inked up. So I got this. I thought that would make a fun background on a card. Let's see. I got this, which was really funny. My local scrap store, I went in like the second this was released, and they only had, I think they only had the dies and not the stamp. So I just bought the die without the stamp, which I would never normally do, but I was so afraid. I just knew this was going to be so popular that I wouldn't be able to get the stamp. So I ended up buying the dies, and then I ended up having to order the stamp online. And I'm glad that I did, because when I ordered the stamp online, after checking numerous times at my local scrap store, they didn't have the dies in stock. So I was really glad I got those when I did. So I didn't get stuck with just elephant dies. I was able to get this set. Just took a little work. This is another stamp set I got at Michael's. Again, I would never buy these except that Crafting Kate got them. So I got those. Okay, and so the last few things I want to share with you are just some embellishments that I got, and I don't have very much left to share. So I got these epoxy stickers from Michaels, more so I think for my project Life, but I'm not entirely sure. I may use them on a card. I don't know. You never know. I got these enamel dots, and I will be honest that there's probably multiple packs of these somewhere in my stash. They're great colors, and I use a lot of enamel dots. I love them. So, and those are great colors that I use a lot. So I got those. I picked up these thickers. I like the skinny font, and I do like the glitter, although this glitter looks like it's going to get everywhere, so I'll have to keep that in mind. But I don't use thickers a lot on my cards because thickers are something I hoard. But these are a font and they have so many letters that I probably would consider using these on a card. Let's see, I got these Pebbles rub-ons. I haven't used rub-ons in a long time, and the reason I stopped using them is that the quality was so unpredictable that, you know, you had to be so committed that once you started, you were kind of stuck. And it was getting pretty frustrating for me, but I hear that the quality has improved, and they're making a comeback. So I got these. There's some cute ones with love. You are too sweet, my dear. I've seen people using them on actual photographs, so I'm excited to try to use those again. I really like the look of those, so if they work well, that'll be good. It's been a long time since I bought an alphabet that wasn't either a thicker or a mini market or a pretty designer alphabet, shall we say. But I got these polka dot ones, and this was just a silly impulse buy, and I'm not sure I'll use it, and I probably will end up giving it to my Katie, but yeah, I'm definitely probably not going to use them. So Katie lucks out with that. Let's see. Oh, I got these cute clothespins, which I don't really use too much in scrapbooking, but I do use them in my kitchen to hang up, you know, the current notes and mail and cards and whatnot that comes in. So I like that they make them for almost all the holidays and stuff. And I have the bigger ones even from Christmas that were not very Christmassy that I hang all the kids' artwork with. So that's really fun. And then the last thing I got this at the Paper Source, and these are letterpress, sorry for the crinkle, letterpress cards, and I have a pretty good stash of these, but I didn't have just Valentine specific. So there's Happy Valentine's, there's Be Mine, Kiss Hug, Peace, Love, and Hugs. It looks, and they're really nicely letterpressed. So those are cute. Love Muffin, Kiss Kiss, Love, Hubba Hubba, and Glad You're Mine. So those might be fun to work into a card front or something. And then this one I did not make, but I had to buy it because this was so funny. And it's a card, and it says I like you, and then it says I love you. So I thought that would be a fun card to give to my husband, because I think that really is the reality. You go from adorable panties to granny panties. So that's it. So that's my plan. I'm curious to see how I will work this all in during the month. I don't know how I'm going to do, if I'm going to do process videos, which I've never done, if I'm going to just show you things as I make them, if I'm going to wait till the end of the month and show you what I've done with all the supplies. I don't quite know how that's going to play out. I think a lot of that depends on my life and if I have time to film as I go, if I have time to edit. I don't know. Again, it's all kind of new to me. I do like to be on the other side of it, so in viewing them. So I'd like to give it a shot and try to create them. So I feel like this is going to be like a 3-hour video. I've been having to stop and start and stop and start. So hopefully I can mush it all together and have it make some sort of sense. If you stuck with me this long, thanks for watching. Any feedback would be appreciated. Try to be gentle because it's my first time officially posting a video like this. And hopefully there'll be more in the future. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.